Can I leave this here? I'm gonna leave my tracker. I want it to melt. Yes, but oh, don't let them. Okay. Well, if somebody take it, then that just means I gotta get another one. Like my little friend. Thank you. I'm outside. I gotta do my laundry type stuff. But okay, so you know, I just read Ivy's comment about how he said something about be careful, and it wasn't in his intention to even mention anything about that in his word or off of his, state of mind or whatever the fuck. Look, like, yeah, look at here. I'm. It's I don't even want to say you promoting it. You hearing off of somebody saying that shit. You hearing somebody saying off of that shit, but you say it. And I know that you're gonna say, oh well, Mob, he be putting all his, you know what I'm saying, his little conversations or what he has to say on live. I don't give a fuck if he has to do that or not. I don't. Hold on. I'll put the shit sideways first. Hold on. Cause and I'm not gonna be that type of person where, oh, she had to come on because she feel like she gonna do lives now. No. Like I said, when I did ATM, when ATM asked me to go do an interview with him, I did that shit because of why? Because somebody trying to put me on the line about YouTube, trying to call me a bitch. As a female, hell nah, not where I'm from. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Straight up. Shit. And pimps in New York, whatever the fuck, I don't give a fuck if New York is advanced time, all that shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how street smart you are. I don't think you can get it. I don't think you can get it with the people who the fuck all and when I say that, the network off of people who the fuck off of street life or whatever the fuck is just like when they say when Tupac say there's riders and pimps and there's hustlers, there's squares, there's what I'm saying, side. It's man. Let me go get my fucking basket. Hold on. This dumbass shit. Cause I ain't even fucking. And it's not even me trying to put my little tensions of how I feel with my voice coming on to here about how Mob said that and approached it to other people. You can't say, oh, who be careful who you talk to, because that person don't even really talk to you like that. You don't even know that shit. You don't. Shit. I ain't gonna be that type of person that's like, I gotta think about what I say and what the fuck who I'm fucking with in the internet. Internet is gonna be talk. It's gonna be all fucking talk. That's just how the fuck it goes. That's how that shit goes. But it's hot as fuck out here. Like I'ma just mention too. Before all this shit, with Mob knowing and stuff like that, and how y'all was looking at, how one came at another because it was a disagreement and all that shit. I could look at it like in a female's perspective, and everybody else that's in the outside, they got their words too, but they speak in men language. I'm talking all around language. Okay. So when I put ATM off just like that, that's just how it goes. I don't know how like y'all keep it together in groups and stuff like this. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like JT, he a solo bolo type of person where he keeps it to an extent. You know what I'm saying? He'll let people know but he don't have other people on the platform and do all these lives and let's just, talk about this and all that shit. Like, nah, you gotta be your own type of self person. Like, I think everybody should know that. I mean, is what y'all doing, trying to do like party ass type shit and then have a word that said, oh well, she said this to you, so I'm gonna say it because he kept running to me. What the fuck type of shit is that? That reminds me of high school shit. Like, for real, for real. No, hell no. Get my keys out. Oh, I'm playing that Frisco shit. Yeah, and I'm not scared to show what the fuck I'm doing, out in these streets type shit. I'm doing my laundry outside, but I don't get down with the neighborhood type stuff, but I know about the hood. You know what I'm saying? Especially where I'm at. I'm in the East Bay. And when things move around, just like how New Yorkers be like, on that fast paced type shit, and y'all language is all like, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yesterday. Shit, I gotta take, I don't need to put off a time frame where I gotta go live type stuff. I don't really do this live shit, but when I gotta go talk, just like how ATM asked me to go do an interview with him, and I felt like I didn't give a fuck what the fuck I had to say about certain type of people. That's kind of like the same thing. What you doing? What you doing is you kind of saying, like, I'm gonna repeat it again. This is what you said. You said, and I'm not going through tension of how I feel right now. Is because, and it's not a misinterpretation. This is the thing, okay? The thing about it is that y'all could look at me was like, okay, well, we don't know that about you in your past, right? My son is 16 years old, okay? And y'all don't need to know where he came from, a pimp from the East Bay or in the San Francisco area. You know what I'm saying? All I know was that was the past and that was just it. But there's more to being a fucking pimp. A lot of people, I heard they say, a lot of pimps in the Bay Area is fake. Hey, I don't know them. I don't know the fake ones. Hell no. I don't know about that. But I'm over here trying to do my laundry. You know, um, today's a Monday. I don't work. And there's too many things that I got to talk about. Like, I know that y'all is throwing off each other with how much money y'all make and all this shit. I know I'm a female. Now, I don't care what you have to say, Ivy. What you mean I don't have to explain? No, because you ain't getting it. Okay. I don't care. Like, if you network, like I said, the network that you proven to put yourself on a, I guess, TV, internet, and all that shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a broadcast and do this because I'm gonna have this producer. I'm gonna pay this to try to get this and all that shit. That shit is like, that's music, right? Everybody want to hustle to go try and get it. But if you really want it, you gonna get it. You just told me. What did I tell you? Because I would rather have you talk on my platform rather than just type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like, people just don't know certain things. I can't talk too much on the internet about certain type of people when, like, okay, I'm gonna just say this for one thing. Hey, don't get me don't get me fucked up about how uh New Yorkers, you know what I'm saying? They had the little Italian mafias and shit like that. Over here in Frisco, we got the Russian mafia over here. I'm just gonna let you know that network that I used to know is what the fuck I know. Okay, so don't, like, we could run shit because I'm heavy to the point where it's like, even if Mob already had mentioned about how he said I was under a fucking pimp, you don't need to fucking relate that in a motherfucking internet. And I know you're gonna say, oh well, Mob says everything on the internet, so you just gonna say all the conversation and all that shit. But it's lame as fuck to me, and it's funny as fuck to me too. So don't think like I don't know nothing about no pimp shit. For real, because I really come from this motherfucking, I really come from the Bay. I really fucking do. Do not get me fucked up. That shit is old to me. I'm a square ass bitch. I get along with Iglesia people. Do you know Iglesia people? They're Salvadorians. You know, the one that wears skirts and shit, you know, with the socks that, you know, and the ones that carry the babies. Shit like that. I'm bilingual, just to let y'all know. And I'm not heated over here to try to be like, oh, okay, well, she knows some pimps. Okay, she from the streets. No, fuck no. I know the fucking game. I know how to carry and say, okay, if I'm repping the motherfucking streets and I'm carrying a pistol, I know I got the motherfucking store owner to go hold my pistol in the back room for me. So don't get me fucked up like I don't know shit about the motherfucking game. That New York shit ain't nothing to me. And your brother too, he's saying that I'm talking too fucking much. Nah, I ain't no motherfucking square, but I became a motherfucking square. I became a fucking square. Just like how I started to fucking follow JT. Like there's people out here in this hood right here. You know what I'm saying? I really don't give a fuck. I'm a small ass motherfucking person. I don't give a fuck how big you are. It's how you network. Network with money will pay for judges. Pay for judges, pay for all that shit. Shit, we got the street, you know, all that shit that's, what's that called? Because sometimes you got to walk it off sometimes. Everyone has been instigating. Instigating about what? About how you got your subscribers, about the timing, about how what? I don't get it. I really don't. About what? Your family trying to do or got you on promoting, and they saying that they helped this person, but then like that person didn't like it and you got more or some shit. Like, I don't get it. What's the instigating? Instigating about the other bros that halfly even know y'all. Like I said, ATM. I helped him from the inspiration from JT. How I knew about JT was, you know, a rapper from this motherfucking area, but I'm in the East Bay. He over there in the city. And he, you know, there's sometimes things where people are born to be what they are. And he's an actor. Okay? He shoots movies. He's born to have that fucking gift. Okay? So I'm just gonna let you guys know that shit right now. I don't give a fuck if you guys gotta learn from other people type shit. I don't give a shit. Cause I know how this shit goes. So JT, like I said, ATM, I really don't care about how square he could be to go be a subscriber to JT. Hey, that's a Bay Area motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So things go along with that. If he's shooting whatever the fuck he did and left Frisco to go to Atlanta, that's his thing. But from what I know, when I subscribed to him was when he brought somebody along with him because, hey, I guess that it was that network and trying to help this fucking cutty ass motherfucker to go bring him to Africa because he felt like he need. It's just like when you have a maid, you know, a maid, you know, somebody do your shit, your dirty shit. Yeah, and I'm not trying to go off on you, Ivy, to the point where it's like, oh, well, you know, you going at me and all that shit. The comment of bringing that shit up. A pimp can always be a motherfucking pimp. You understand that? A pimp can always fucking be a pimp. And that's a resume. That's on his resume. Shit. I mean, hey, I don't look too motherfucking fine, but hey, I had a baby with a pimp. And too many pimps don't fuck with bitches on the track. Cause I really act like a boss with some bitches. You know what I'm saying? But I never even seen them. It's just I got carried to myself where it was in that bloodline. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. My son's father, he's from Filmo. But his bloodline is from Randolph. 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 He's from Randolph. Okay, there's too many motherfucking projects type shit in Frisco. And Dread, I know you a Oakland ass, East Bay ass, person type up in here. You know about the pimp gang type stuff, but Frisco don't really fuck with Oakland like that, especially when it comes to the pimp game. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I was before I had my baby, when you network type shit, when you work with some type of mafia type shit, and I ain't gonna say no MOB, not that Elkhorn Project type shit. I'm talking about Frisco, where you could pay a motherfucking person to go pass your motherfucking case. Fuck all that jail time type shit or prison time. No, that I didn't even need to go to motherfucking court. How about that? Just remember that. Y'all dudes, that's, what I'm saying, looking and saying like, okay, we got to be bros, and we got to keep it like our money kind of, looking well and all that stuff. Just know that sometimes when people be out here and don't talk too much, you don't know too much about them. Shit, there's people that I know that's off the motherfucking the Fed, the row state in this state that sells guns outside to anybody. To anybody. I could say a whole fucking lie. I could say a whole goddamn lie. Yeah, I mean, man, I'm not gonna put you, IV, as a type of person like Cuddy. If you knew the type of person and what he is, and everybody just clown him, and I'm not gonna just talk about how everybody's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, we gonna come up with Cuddy now because he just a type of person that just ain't doing right. Like Pew was, he was on his head, and everybody else, But as far as we know, and I know you said, oh, yeah, we just trying to get him right. We trying to get him right and just try to, have him going type stuff, and see him do better. I understand that because y'all the same race. I get that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets too fucking like boring, you know what I'm saying, and not talking about some real major ass shit about what shit goes on, like, man, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Shit, like all that shit. There's the bloodline of the people who I know. Yeah, the people who I know. Shit, it's probably the kings of where JT's background was. 50 generations in the Fillmore district. 50, 50 on your blood, on your race. My son is half black. I don't talk too much about my son's side. I got my daughter's 23 years old, and how I was mentioning earlier too about how y'all fucking with talking about money type shit. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. My daughter came from the Philippines from 7 years old all the way to 18. When she came out here, because in our culture, it's always good to have your child be bilingual. But my father and mother wanted her to learn the ethnic background culture of my country, which I don't speak my own language. So they wanted to pass that down to my blood. You feel me? I got a house in the Philippines. I could sell that shit. I can go buy me a motherfucking house in Las Vegas. I can go buy me one. And my daughter's father, yeah, he's a millionaire. My son's father, OJ Simpson, he used to fuck with my son's grandmother in high school. Oh, and let me get back to my son's or the inheritance of that knowledge. Pharmaceutical. Yeah, too much. It's too fucking much. Shit, y'all talking about this little tattletale ass tail type fucking high school cutty cuz ass shit. Like, man, I see how the fuck y'all could, clan on each other and talk about each other. But I see what you are saying, Ivy. You saying somebody ran off with that word. Now I'ma just let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know I am not like I will be square. I'm just square. But when something comes from my past, it brings up the fucking truth. Okay? You understand me? Like I was just watching It's Your Partner's fucking live this morning. And I think I'm gonna share his shit too about what he's talking about. Cause it's just like saying, what did he say? He said something like, um, he said something about the job figure. Like, it's not even about how your work ethic is. It's really how motherfuckers just be lazy as fuck. So you actually saying how you could catch, because you almost kind of like saying your work is more higher than certain people. I'm gonna let you know, JT did not pass 10th grade. He a ninth grader flunk. You know what I'm saying? And mom, I heard that too. And I just did not hear that a long time ago. I didn't get nowhere past the 10th grade. Shit. But I can go get in a medicine, in that medical shit. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I said, people are born to know what the fuck is going on. JT was a person who I followed because I saw a change in him, that he hustled his way to get to Africa. Do you know how hard that shit is? I was born here, but was raised in the Philippines from when I was 10 months old to 3 years old. I came back here when my mom and my dad could, you know what I'm saying, go bring me to little kindergarten, because from being a baby to 5 years old, you need like a little babysitter, right? My parents didn't have that shit back in the motherfucking 80s, so they brought me to the Philippines, you know? But what the thing is that in a Philippine province or culture, we go back to our country and we settle there, or we build a house and we do vacations over there. You know what I'm saying? And I've been done that. I got too much footage of my shit. That's why when JT did his shit, I kind of was like, hey, that shit reminds me of me. When my dad took me from when I was 15 years old because I was doing hella bad out here. It's like he punished me to go put me on motherfucking, you know that word grounded, when you grounded? You know, when they say you doing bad over here, so you gotta go. You know, it's almost like you on probation type shit. And one thing too, I was never in juvenile. I always got caught being in jail, you know, in the women's jail. That shit ain't cool. And it's just like how JT always says on his live, he's always gonna mention about how ain't nothing cool out on the streets, but he still fuck with the streets. That's something that I could do, but I don't. He got his kids, they hella grown. He got the little boom boom, you know what I'm saying? Hella baby type shit, you know what I'm saying? His daughters and stuff like that, who he, takes care of and all that shit. I got my kids too. But my kids, they, I'm not gonna say they don't got money or they do have money. Like at that point when my daughter was 18 years old, I slept in my fucking van. I had to give up my bed, the little twin bed that you lay on. I gave up my space for her so I could sleep outside, so I could stack my motherfucking money. While she's sitting over there being 18 years old, trying to pass that high school diploma. I didn't get a high school diploma. And I don't give a fuck about if you were that college scholarship, first major, bachelor's, associates, all that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I could look pretty as fuck or how the fuck how I feel, coming on the fucking camera type stuff. But hey, don't get me wrong. do not get me wrong. I am too fucking smart and sometimes when Mob was kind of like when we was on being on lives, I'd be shy as fuck, or I just be commenting type stuff, and I don't really say too much because a man is a man. A woman got to be under that man. You know what I'm saying? So there are going to be differences. So if y'all don't get that from a man's perspective, how a man was treating a woman, it could be everything and anything. When I say anything, it could be off of being street smart, not fucking with who, and all that real life type shit. Like that shit is funny as fuck to me. That shit is funny. That shit is funny to me. Like that shit, I see what you saying about, oh, well, he came to me and all this shit. Like, man, that shit is so fucking, it's like the first time, I can't even, I just know the first time, I just know the first time that when, I was helping ATM, and that was just the whole, it wasn't no motivation for me to keep going on my YouTube. And it wasn't no relationship trying to be like, okay, well, maybe I can get to him so we can go travel type stuff. His money is his money. I didn't like that shit. I don't like when nobody tries to gain off of, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep somebody's money off of that $5,000 type shit. So I was like, you got to handle that shit. So he coming to me type, he coming to me type stuff. And, with content and stuff like that or whatever, and just let it roll, right? Just like how everybody's doing on a YouTube. This shit was a certain type of thing where somebody was not giving their money back. And it wasn't just only him. There's other characters, there's other cats and all that shit or whatever. I understand that part. And some people, will say, well, it didn't happen to you, so why do you feel that way? No, I don't. No, I was just more like a fucking supporter. You know what I'm saying? I was just a supporter trying to be like, well, ATM kind of was like, North Carolina, trying to subscribe to somebody that he don't even basically even really know about, what I'm saying, all that music uh uh type, that was going running in the in a Frisco area, all that shit. Cause Oakland and Frisco is not too far away from each other, but Oakland, they got their own little language too. But other than that, I'm not gonna say, oh, this is a repeat. This is a repeat of me trying to like get down on somebody because somebody was talking shit about me. So I'm gonna fuck that person. I'm gonna fuck over that person. Not to be, like I ain't fucking with their channel no more. Nah, it was said to be told that when somebody is helping somebody and they don't recognize that shit because they want to be fucking slow, and I'm gonna come back to this shit about that Terrence dude, and I don't give a fuck, ATM, if you fucking watch him too. Okay, Terrence. Terrence he worked as a doctor, and I don't even know him all like that. I just checked his page, checked his video, 2 minutes, and then what was it? He was typing fast, so it was a compliment. ATM took that differently, so I said, okay, just go do that. Just do whatever you got to do. It wasn't more like, oh, I want to play hard to get. I want to play hard to get. Like, I want to be the bitch that's, playing this shit. Fuck nah. I'm way too fucking grown for that shit. I don't give a shit. All I know is that I used to, I used to be with people that look very handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say Mob because he's in the later years. This is now. I'm talking about back then. Okay. Like, I'm happy that I had my son's father, the way how his presence, or how he came. He was a boss, still is a boss, playing boss ass shit in Frisco. If y'all don't know, because they got them Italians and them Russians over there. If y'all don't know, I'm just saying. I don't know about that Oakland shit. It's I'm not even gonna call Ivy like a cat, teddy bear, soft ass. You know what I'm saying? Because there's words for people that's like out on the street. When you born something, my son's father, he was born a boss. He was born a motherfucking boss, and he was born a pimp. I'ma just say that shit, like on that Pimp C shit. But see, Pimp C, that's that Southern pimp shit. You know what I'm saying? But that bloodline, you being raised in the Frisco area where JP from, man, I don't need to talk like how I should, but My son is 16 years old. My son is you know what? And this is the thing too. You know how that be like shooters and shit? You know, there's riders, there's squares, there's shooters, there's hitters, and all that shit. Yeah. Like I don't need to talk too much about that type of shit. I don't. Go what Napoleon, what you saying? Go what? And then like some of y'all too, y'all like y'all keep yourselves to each other's, perspective when y'all feel emotion, feeling emotion about something, how somebody says something. Mom, you talk like how you talk. You say everything that what you have to say because you let it all out. That's a man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't got no problem with Lob. Even if he's gonna come at me and say a few words and say, okay, well, he did say I did tell him, oh, you was under a pimp. So like you were kind of like giving him a hint, like, so what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I see that. But the facts are from something where I don't, me and my son father, this is the cold case though. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. Okay. I'm a type of bitch that's more like a rider. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say a hitter, probably back. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But no, man, I'm 42 years old. And just like how I was having my heart out to, a person that's probably still watching, I get it, my, I still got love for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna have that for you. You know, it's it was like a moment in I guess this thing, but girls we have our feelings. But like I say, I'm gonna come back to that group shit where y'all be on the phone. Y'all be on the phone talking about, okay, well, oh, he was talking about me? Or what did he say? And this and that. And then mob is just kind of going like, I'm tired of this shit. This is the thing that where it's I'm gonna try and squat right here, okay? Because us Filipino, we could do that. So this is the thing, and I ain't no counselor, but some of my old hood friends that I used to, you know what I'm saying, be friends with, the dudes who I used to kick it with on a daily back then, doing barbecues and just fucking drinking our lives away. You know what I'm saying? And I know I see some people over here, they do their little, smoking. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You just got to stay on your toes type stuff. That's the type of thing where I feel like, and I'm not going to say I'm perfect, you know, um, me having, like, I could say, anxiety kind of sometimes come out of me to an extent if something I feel is wrong. Okay. Um, this YouTube shit, just like how y'all's put in this situation between, okay, we bros, but we talk about everything. If everybody got to say anything, we'll say it to each other on the phone. I get that part. One, I'll say, is an aggressor to a point where he's gonna be like, okay, well, I don't understand why this bitch keeps fucking talking about this dude, and then so that goes in your ear, right? So that goes in your ear, right, Ivy? So, and then Ivy's like, okay, yeah. And then I just, wanted to know about like that video back then. Like, was that me that was saying, those type of things are like having feelings towards this internet. So when y'all bring that shit into the internet, and it's just like when they say, hey, shit happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is kitty ass shit. Y'all know that. So with the beefing and all that shit, trying to talk about like subliminals and all that shit, like, oh my God, you just like you doing this because your shit ain't working too hard and you just a lazy ass motherfucker. Yeah, that's true. But okay, right, okay. Yeah, but everybody still has their voice too though. When like, yeah, I see that. I see what you're saying. Oh, it should have been out of hand. That's what I've been saying. That's why I said I was separating myself. Yeah, the separation in time from, like I said, like I'm not gonna lie, I am not perfect. I will have an anxiety, like, just because my kids are older, and the way how they are being spoiled by their grandparents and all that shit, it's just like any parent would get mad at their kid for not doing something correctly. You know what I'm saying? As a mother's type of perspective, when they're drinking beer or whatever the fuck he got. But like, I'm just saying, like, I could just, yeah, and that energy is, I tend to, when I come around family and all that shit with friends, and it's physically, like, I got that energy to laugh a lot, and a lot of people say, how the fuck do you do that, or how do you get over being so strong about something? That's just me. um my daughter, like I told mom, like, my daughter got taken away from me when she was born. That Frisco shit, they got all them drugs all out there. And this is the other thing too. When people are dealing with the streets and really don't go out as much, you know how we stay at home and we doing this internet shit? People are outside making money off of that pharmaceutical shit, off of all that shit. That opioid, the opioid, what is it called? Them pills and shit like that, like fentanyl, and all that shit. All that shit networks. All that shit networks from the East Coast to the shit up, down, south, east, west, whatever the fuck, right? So all this shit is attention from what I'm trying to bring. Right now, I got like water in my ears, and I'm trying to, like, I feel like there's an echo in my ear, and I'm like talking. It's not I'm talking too fast, and this is the thing too. A lot of people, they talk fast because they got a fucking mouthpiece, and that's that, like, that Frisco shit that you kind of move fast. But I changed my shit. People, they smoke, they drink, they do whatever. The responsibilities, I don't want it. It's like, when I say it comes naturally in your body and soul, your spirit, whatever the fuck that y'all believe that could happen to y'all, that's what will happen, you know. But as far as me with changing my life, because that's just how I see it, that's just how I look at it. I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that shit, you know? And there are, like, certain things where people can't be wrong, be like, oh my God, I don't do nothing, but why am I watching this why am I watching this I mean, not subscriber, like, why am I watching this YouTube person and he do dope? You know? Right. So two men are gonna be angry at each other because of certain kind of words that was brought up in that characterism, where it was in that field at the state of that moment. And it's all just like, it's like saying you want to fight. So imagine y'all being in front of each other and that's just happening. Shit, just, man, I look at shit, crazy shit. And I know y'all too, from everywhere, from all around this motherfucking United States. But where I'm sectioned, shit, man, this shit crazy. But it's all old. All that shit is already being, like, so old. None of that shit's really happening nowadays. A lot of people is just dying from overdose, you know. Um, but one thing, some of the new people who I've been coming across, I've been hearing a lot of them telling me that um, some of their loved ones being killed because they taking a wrong type of pill. Like, that shit is fucked up, and that has everything to do with the people that got, like, billions, millions, billions. That's the type of shit that who the type of people who we need to stop looking at and being connected to, and stop having them to get that money. You know what I'm saying? So I understand how everybody's doing good on this platform. Everybody's trying to work, but don't cut off anybody to talk about how somebody is not higher educated and they don't know a certain, like, say, blase, type language, type shit. Man, all that shit could be taken care of, for real. It's just like when you have a maid. When you got a maid to do something for you, you pay somebody, shit like that. So I'm not gonna say that y'all don't know nothing about what's going on out in the streets, because the older generation, mob, I look up to a type of person like him. Even though, his mouthpiece is like that hood ass, manly, type that don't give a fuck about anything, anything and everything that come. Shit, he be saying shit that just a speck of a fucking motherfucking thing on this goddamn earth he don't give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's gold. What you say? The proven point is not gonna be to a point where I'm saying that it's gonna be settled into telling. It's more like it's subjected from me being on the internet, knowing that a certain word, pimp, because pimp could run from uh you know a lot of things. A pimp can't just heat a pimp doesn't even have to just be a pimp. You know what I'm saying? He could be a mob pimp. He could be a mob pimp boss. He can be all that shit. You know, not just no pimp. So I'm just gonna let you guys know off that um that guy. I don't want to say is controlling because I don't see because I know that y'all gonna be like, well, one's trying to control another. Like I think who was trying to say that? I think it was on a and they say a snake will always be a snake. I'm not gonna say one way. I just remember from just the comments. Um, they say, well, one's trying to control another because the one is trying to be the leader because they feel like they got them the subscribers. Both of y'all know that from y'all mouthpiece, right? I know I'll do that shit. I'll do that shit later. So what was I saying? Talking off that mouthpiece and saying, oh, well, no one was giving you views at that time. Like, oh, like at this date and what I put, and I put like I must have got that shit from I just look at it like this competition shit is not even a competition, Ivy. And I'm just gonna say that. You work okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I have to fucking sit down. My fucking shorts is hella short and I'm like I don't want my shit showing. But anyway, this is what I'm saying though, because I usually don't sit up on the wall. I got that class type, you know what I'm saying, womanly like. I don't, yeah, that's the type of like, I was kind of, I don't want to say raised like that, but I just know a woman shouldn't be leaning against the wall. Um, what I'm trying to say is that I was trying to get back to IV. What was I saying? Oh God, fuck, I fucking forgot. I was mentioning about IV how okay, you say that um how you got up on this JT Cuddy type situation was when you said something about how Cuddy came to Africa the second time. The second time, right? So that's when JT paid for his ticket. No, defending myself has don't have nothing to do with whoever that's watching to know about how I feel is how I'm going to say, and that's my word of how I'm saying. Oh, you mean my family? Um, you know, hey, whatever that was brought up in my life to have my daughter be raised in the Philippines for a certain amount of years and come back over here. And when she was 18 and she figured out her mom had money, but still was sacrificed for her and still stacked up when I was inside a van. You know what I'm saying? That's just money. That's just money hungry. You know what I'm saying? I sacrificed. I got network outside. I know where to go take a shower at. Shit like that. So you was okay. I kind of figured you was gonna say that IV, that ATL shit. That ATL shit ain't like too, you know what I'm saying? Dirt on my boots. Like all that movie situation, how he got shot and all, I see. Cause that's when we all fucking followed him. But what I'm trying to say is that from that point, from that very first time that Cuddy came to Africa, when he had that fucking little condo. Okay, I don't want to be confused here because I'm not. This is something where I don't get confused. I don't get confused ever in my life, in my soul, in my body, and everything around me. I do not get confused. Okay, Mob, you saying who parent I brought? Just don't say anything like that. Okay, you probably talking to um some other, I don't know, whoever's in the chat type stuff. But I'm just gonna say, coming at each other and stuff like that, that competition shit, I feel, in my perspective, from an agreeing to what I know, is that from Mob coming from where he knew Cuddy and doing the shit that he like projected to a point where he, you know what I'm saying, was serving motherfucking Cuddy some money and all that shit, or even putting towards a house and all that shit. That right there is, I don't even want to say history. That that's not history. That's called, and I don't even want to say that was an effort. It's almost like a documentary to himself, that in every second I put myself into this situation of what I know, because I'm not that type of man to get played about my money. And he took that. He took that like shit. He took that like really smooth. Cause motherfuckers that will play with somebody like that, shooting out money. And I see how Pew was like, damn, he getting too fucking far with $60. I think he said he gave him like, was it $60? And I don't see the receipt of Mob saying he gave some money to Cuddy with a couple of, a few thousand. 1,000 itself is a lot of money. Okay, 1,000 itself is a lot of money. So I don't even want to call it history. I don't want to call it an effort. It's more like a documentary of a situation where he put himself towards knowing a man who he's connected with and putting his YouTube on a platform, because he knew that it wasn't even just about music. Okay. It's called, like our skin, like I'm not black, but I do get it. He was putting his heart into something where maybe I can network in another country where I feel like I can get away. Like I said, I'm Filipino. That's what we do. Okay, I get it. I get it. But you see how I'm trying to explain here. Okay. Everybody has their way of looking into of how they feel about one person um being in a stance where Cuddy was being in a stance, okay? And JT being himself, because JT moved and he moved fast, okay? People will call him a snake. People will say, hey, he a fucking legend. And hey, everybody can't really be so, so genuine to another person when it comes to something that don't have facts, that don't have facts. So it's just like, I feel the situation, and I'm just saying this just now too. Like when JT cut off people on his live, that's it. You, yeah, you get cut, you get out of there. And like Cuddy try to, work his way to try to be known off of something where, and everybody knows that Cuddy was trying to network off of something where JT fell out and left. JT didn't fall and like got hurt, like, hey, like, oh, it's all bad, like, I'm done. No, Cuddy is the type of person that try to pick that shit up and put his way. Oh shit, my fucking feet. And put his way towards something where he can't even bring himself. Like, even with the money that he said he gained or something, like that $4,000, that I already knew that he had that type of money. It wasn't even off of just him selling his land. It was something where I just remember, if you look back 2 years ago and there was a challenge, go back to Cuddy's wall or videos. I mean, you all don't have to, but if y'all look at a situation where Cuddy doesn't talk about money too much because he wants to, bare his hands, he wants to get, in other people's pockets and try to, get on them, I guess, hustle them motherfuckers, hustle people to scam and have people, like with Pew, because Pew's telling the whole history about Megan and all that shit. So, and all that shit, bringing in money, it's all an act, right? So Cuddy is performing that from JT's acting skills. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, if is trying to help somebody to try to gain, that person is in Africa. And I know the internet is, it's like you calling somebody, it's just like these pigeons. Like you send out a message to the pigeons and they go back to the owner, you know what I'm saying? And they tell them like, oh, what's going on type shit. Cuddy ain't nothing. So I don't know what it is. And I'm gonna leave it right here because I gotta go do my laundry. Like, I don't know if y'all is like, and if most of all of you guys are saying that y'all want to bring back money, y'all want to bring back money back to the country because y'all feel like that's a heading kind of place for y'all to, I guess, acknowledge of how the culture, maybe the women, you know what I'm saying, have a black African women, treat you like a king type stuff. But it always doesn't, like, I don't know. It could happen and it could happen and it doesn't always happen. That's just all I'm gonna say. So let me see all these comments. There's a whole lot, but I'm just saying, and I know that this is a platform that y'all's gonna speak together about, but calling out that shit where y'all's talking about, oh, y'all can talk to each other offline. If it's really like that and y'all don't do that, y'all really ain't fucking with each other. I'm just gonna say that. Because, and sometimes it takes time to put their words to talk about it, but if you can't get it right then and there, and like, and I'm not just gonna put this shit in everybody's ear like that because I don't want to do that. Sometimes people are sleeping, sometimes people are at work, they don't want to put that energy vibe towards talking about, hey, I don't talk like that, I don't know what you're talking about. Certain people, they can get up on the internet and they'll talk. That's just how they're gonna be. So everybody right now is gonna look at it to a point. This is a lashes place. Ooh, Shanita. Okay. Yeah, so just like talking down about, and everybody's not perfect. They're just, it's like, I grew up out of that shit. I grew out of that shit. I unsubscribed to ATM. I never fucked with real life like that. The only reason why I was talking about real life is because all the different characters that he want to bring out on himself, he wants to be the other character. And Ivy, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm not just trying to stick up for Mob either. Okay, I'm a grown ass woman. I might not like, say so much of like an innocent, but I do, my videos and stuff like that. You were saying something about, you said something like, oh well, she keep talking about how real life is not is doing this, and he's so obsessed with him, like that's, he wants to be his fucking girlfriend, or I don't know what the fuck that was. I see that that's a subliminal kind of talk. But as far as with me looking into that, I don't look at Mob trying to be like, oh, well, he talked about him so much, so it's like he almost is like his girlfriend. That's basically what you were saying. Okay, Meech. Okay. And I don't, yeah. So when somebody says something like that, they trying to jump on Mob. Oh, and I did see, let me see what do you say? Hold on. So yeah, there's the good and the bad. Sometimes when a person is good and the devil comes in them, yeah, that's the scary part, right? And it's like I just think about all the things where I know I could be outside or I can't be outside. Y'all as men, y'all could wander the fuck off. Females, we can't really do that. But if a woman's perspective, knowing about how the street life goes, that woman's gonna stay out if they don't want to get caught up. you know, Knowing about how, all these pills, all this money that's circling around this motherfucking United States having, that's why I fuck with Latinos. And I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all skin tone. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I talk with y'all, black African people. And it's I was born and raised like in a diverse, you know. So real life is a non-factor. I'm gonna say that one time and one time only. When I talked about ATM and I got his motherfucking ass off of me, that's how I looked at it when I came on his interview and said, "Hey, ATM, this motherfucker right here try to call me out for a fake page and try to call me a bitch just because he thought he can call me a bitch." Okay, and I don't do that like, oh, where you from, and you from Hunters Point, and like I know where he's from. I know where he's from. So I'm getting thirsty. I'll get my iced tea. So I'm trying to be square, you know. I could be square and I could just be cool and just like simple, but I still do my little, my little moves and stuff like that. A woman's kind of perspective, hustling, trying to get clientels and stuff like that. So the, the momentum of how y'all is looking at music, like Ivy, right? And then the other people that are kind of quiet to get on the music kind of thing. I guess it's timing. Okay, true that. True that. True that. Yes, yes. Um, I don't even know how um, the killing and shit like that type of energy is anymore. Because I looked at it from when I was talking through the internet, when I came wearing this hat and I did my first live, okay? My first fucking live. And I said, hey, real life, stop getting on my motherfucking channel. And that's when I was first starting to like first know about the YouTube shit, how to block a person and what the fuck you press and all that shit. So I wasn't ready for that. I was coming at with my voice through the phone and be like, who the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give a fuck if you from Hunters Point, because projects in Frisco, they all beef with each other. Shit, especially when you from the same motherfucking project type shit. So uh yeah, you can't just enter in nobody and real life think that like he'll fucking like okay. Some people say black men are kings and they should be treated as kings. I understand that. But it wasn't just to me to throw off real life and be like, oh my God, you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I gotta call you, say fuck you, real life. Hell motherfucking no. That's just how I put it, plain and simple. If I see a fucking prick ass motherfucker, a prick and being a fucking trick, that's just what the fuck I'm gonna call you. And I didn't even know he was doing that lot lizard shit. You know what I'm saying? So I it's like I already knew what the fuck type of what I'm saying? Like you can't throw yourself to like what everybody says. Ain't nobody gonna trust everybody, right? But we was all trying to fuck with each other off of this internet. I really just want to put this fucking avatar in because I'm tired of holding this goddamn phone. Shit. Yeah. So like, and it's not even just like, oh my God, how does she know all this? Or how does she know Hunter's playing? She just a Filipino and all this shit. Like, man, the hoods and shit like that. They got Asians. They got the little like in Frisco. They got a Chinese mafia over there too. That's like number one. That's the one who fucked with the Russian. Oh shit. I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't know. I'm just gonna say that. Let's just say. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that there's too many fucking things where I don't even know how to like, cut this shit. Just this internet. Y'all want to go back to y'all country and be cool and say, oh my God, I used to fucking see him on a YouTube back in 2023. He over here, he got a land. Okay, shit. Be square as fuck. Get that money. Be yourself. And I know that everybody has their own persona. Everybody's going to be their own self person. And a lot of people don't change. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I changed. I changed, but I'm still that type of bitch that will still know what the fuck happened back in my 20s and in my 30s. Okay? I'm not going to say it was a curse. I'm not going to say all these bad things happened to me and it happened for a reason. No, that's just me being human, being in my part of the world. You know what I'm saying? I just say, Mom, you just been around him on the lives when we was all there. Who was he? Who was he on? Whose live? Oh no, I really don't know. And um, like I I I'm just gonna say other people's channel. I'm not gonna say no names. Um, Talking about how can somebody talk about their brothers and stuff like that when they supposed to be getting together, knowing that all these other races, Pakistan, Indian, Chinese, they getting money, but all us black people, we can't even put that shit together because one want to be the fucking leader. No, no. This is not Africa. This is not Africa. Ain't nobody looking at shit like that. It's from when you came from the jump to knowing how you network in the motherfucking internet to get your subscribers and that pain shit. People can believe that somebody was paying something, okay, but you don't know that until something will come out. And I like how some people will like act upon. They'll say, oh yeah, things will come out to the light, it'll come later, saying yeah that they did pay for subscribers and all that shit. I really don't give a fuck about that shit. Stop talking about how people paying for ads, all that shit. No, that shit is lame as fuck. That shit lame. Okay? I will help I'll care more about in my state of mind to go help a fucking old ass person, you know, catching them on a good strength and helping them out, busting my motherfucking ass, and think about somebody, oh yeah, he paying for ads and he paying for fucking subscribers. Like, hey, that shit is messy. It's like it's really calling out somebody. It's really like really trying to fuck up over somebody's fucking YouTube name. And that to me is like, man, if you was ever to try to come to me like that, and I see how Mob, he be humble at some points. And it's not just me speaking because I commented. No, because that was actually in the beginning when I didn't even know him. And in between. And in the beginning. So before the beginning, in the beginning, and in the middle. Okay. So for me, and I'm not saying Ivy, you're not a humble person, but I think you put your words. Okay, but you said nothing wrong with running ads. There's two ways of how you're saying this. You're saying running ads and paying for ads. I heard from your voice that you say, I don't pay for subscribers and I don't pay for, uh, uh, what is it? You said, uh, adding ads or some shit. You said something about ads. Okay. So if you mention about ads, it comes all together. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay. Guys will be guys. Okay. Guys will be guys. But as me looking at it, fuck, I'm gonna sit in my fucking hamper. Goddamn, I need a goddamn chair. Guys will be guys, and sometimes guys will be harsh. Like, hey, I swear to God, my son's father, I used to have black eyes. Okay, I used to go in a bank and be like, and they used to be like, why the fuck are you wearing sunglasses in a building? You know, dark as fuck, and you wearing sunglasses. And I'm over there like trying to hide my black eye and all that shit. It's okay. And Ma, you do say things that you say, well, you talk sometimes out your mouth and you just need to sit back. I get it, but as far as from back then when I used to be with my son's father, okay, my baby daddy, um, I used to just get, you know, I used to get like a gorilla fucking slap, just sock just for nothing, just for looking at a fucking somebody's tire, just for looking at somebody's fucking front of their car, and not even looking towards the window. It's like it's almost kind of like he's doing it way before it's gonna even get there. So I don't know if it's like if it's like one of them like reactions where pimps, you know what I'm saying, they already know. And like maybe I am saying it right now, you know, and I have said it probably back then at that time when I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody is humble right now in their own selves. But when they get on the internet, it's always something to talk about. It's when somebody has something to talk about and they have anxiety behind it, or if they don't have anxiety behind it, everybody's not going to be the same. Everybody's not going to have the same opinion, the same answer. And it's like, okay, well, I told you already. Why are you coming back to that? Like some people are just kind of just need to be focused on something where as if they don't want to be over explained or over, you know, mentioned to question them again. And I get that. You know, it's just like sometimes when I ask a question, I don't know what the fuck he talk. I don't know what the fuck he said. So I'm like, what you say? I don't know what it is inside my ear that I'm probably listening to outside of range or something like that. But I know y'all guys, y'all listen to each other, especially when y'all talk off the phone. So y'all just need to go know what the fuck is like is really. And this is not like no mediator. I'm not trying to be in between. I'm not trying to be, you know, like, oh my God, cool, you know, let's just be cool and all this shit. Is know who the fuck is fucking with you. Okay. And like being tough and, you know, being hella just tough and trying to be like you, I guess, fucking, I guess the person that you claim to be, you know, because I don't know that. I'm just gonna just say that, you know. Um, I mean, isn't the reason why there's guns, you know? And I don't even like to talk about like, you know, like how do you say, like I don't promote violence. I don't promote none of that shit. But it's so easy to bring up. So don't let that shit fall behind you where you know that shit is in your waist and in your pocket and all that shit. Um, and people that's gonna like, you know, fight over hands and all that shit because they did it and they did it for a long period of time. Hey, that's just you. You know how to put hands, and that's just what I, you know. But if you want to be an actor and just say that you know how to do that shit, I can't speak for that. I can't because it's always gonna be a person that's in a gang that's not gonna be all out and be loyal to the gang. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when, like, okay, I'm gonna be his, you know, his rider and shit like that. But you know, at that moment, you think otherwise because you can get away with it and not handle the business, and just, you know, get caught up, and you get caught up on that shit. That's just being a fake ass person. That's not being loyal. And that's just being like, you think that you can just pay a person to go do your dirty mess. And I'm not talking about the person that's having that rider. I'm saying the person that was the rider thinking like he can just be in his gang to kind of just be in his gang for hours and hours and days and months and all that shit just to keep on going to know. It's just like a, what is it called? Informant. An informant. An informant is gonna try to keep around, be in the next wall, listen to all that shit, you know. So I don't, I don't promote none of that shit, but everybody just need to be careful. Just know what the fuck is going on, like outside. Just know, like, if shit, because I know people could fucking die off of pills, off of that fentanyl, just even being close to that shit. I don't even want to be around none of this shit. Okay, even though like I fuck with Oakland, hey, Oakland, and then that thing about how he says, "Oh, like I don't want nothing for free. Oh, and you like that stuff. Well, I was gonna learn it all by myself. Like I'm not laughing. Excuse me. I'm not laughing at that, but you have to look at a perspective. When somebody that was coming from the jump and you say that you was rocking with JT from ATL, I don't, I, I, I kind of don't know really, the base of, um, like, I don't want to put out like receipts and shit, documents of like, oh, well, did you do this for Cuddy? And was it that you gave him a word from, you know, what's that called? WhatsApp saying, okay, well, yeah, I fuck with JT, but I kind of want to network with y'all. Did you ever kind of like was on that kind of game, Ivy? Because I know Mob, he been put out, you know, money to go try to settle a little something out there in Africa. And I'm not just saying that. That right there puts a whole lot of, I don't want to say effort, but it's almost kind of like a settling in his like his way of trying to carry himself. You know what I'm saying? So for you to say, "Oh, well, I was going to learn it myself." But you know, it's like it's something where it's like you ain't giving no credit to nobody. And I'm not saying like you need to go give his credit, but it's almost kind of like saying that. It's almost kind of like saying, hey, every time when you did make that live stream about real life, that real life shit, and you was, being funny and stuff like that, yeah, you are gonna get your subscribers. And it's not like I'm gonna be a little investigator and say, oh, okay, well he had 20 subscribers. Okay, he jumped from 20 to 50. Like, how did he do that? No, he was a beginner and you were trying to do that. After all that, all the other lives came to a platform where Bob jumped in and there was a section of people, I'm gonna say section, okay? There was a section, to a point where people are going to jump in because they see Bob there. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, okay, well, Mom was trying to network with his twin. Let's go see if he will talk shit about his twin over there. Let's go see and go watch. Shit like that. Even though it wasn't even going to be about his twin, but they know them as twins. And don't look at it like I'm trying to say, well, oh, she said, oh, now she's trying to bring up, just because Mom was on my platform, so everybody got to come. No, no, it's being y'all color, okay? It's him being himself and how everybody followed him. So let me go get my drink. Get my iced tea. Yeah. The problem with the panel is only one female and too many guys. Wait, hold on, Mr. White. That's a problem waiting to happen. Um, see, I see that how IV is coming on to come back with his words, but off of camera, he can say anything he wants to. But just know that I'm the type of person, like I put on my fucking title, I've been sucker free. Do you know what that means? Do y'all know what that means? Because Mr. White, you saying like all this shit's gonna unfold to a point where you got one female on this platform. Like I said, I'm a type of person that came from a country that been experienced some of the things that JT has done in these past few years. I done that when I was 15. I have a house out there in the Philippines that I could sell. Okay. But it was inherited to me from my grandmother. But I'm giving it to my daughter. I don't give a fuck if I have to work and fucking know about what the fuck is going on in this fucking California, United States type shit. I don't give a shit. Oh hell. Okay. Mr. White, you saying something about how this shit's gonna unfold. It already has unfolded. Ain't no too many people fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when the people that are the same skin tone color and they're gonna say, oh, what's she talking about our skin tone color? Why is she talking about that so much? No, I'm trying to, and it's not even trying to be a counselor, a mediator, or anything like that. I'm trying to put the whole perspective. I'm gonna put it in the whole perspective to a point where sometimes shits just don't make sense. You know, it just like the characters that come out of people. When y'all say snakes are always gonna be snakes, there's a whole meaning to that. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole fucking meaning to that. It's like it's almost kind of like it's so hard for us to say through the internet because we want to talk as like as we chilling on somebody's front hood and just bumping a shit, and just chilling, and then we just we kind of just riding with each other. But it seemed like y'all trying to just educate on something where black people need to, like, it's like y'all reminding yourselves that we need to stick together, and then the energy is like it clashes because somebody is not saying the correct like one word or not saying the whole sentence correctly, but they know that it's in there. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. Mr. Right. Um, no, 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 no. Okay, no. I see what you're saying, and it could be over like, us women, we call it like mood swings. When somebody say, I don't know why you fucking with her, because then now you ain't even like fucking with us no more, bro, and all that shit. You giving all your time to her because, hey, I'm fucking the age how I am, and everybody's going to a certain, life span in their motherfucking life. Okay, so sometimes we just got to get things together and kind of, because ain't nobody gonna do it for you, not unless you a king. You know what I'm saying? And there's kings. I never really looked at it like how Mob was saying it. I was always looking at it from a higher perspective. You know what I'm saying? So just like how I had in my live yesterday, Rick White, he said, "Oh, you ain't worth it." He was like, "I tried to," he's like, "I tried to like shoot you out $50 in your cash app." I was like, "Oh my god, I gave Mob the wrong cash app." I said, "I gave Mob the fucking wrong cash app," and you did mention to me, Mob. You was like, "Is that the correct letters?" Because I'm gonna put it on the banner. That shit was hella funny. I said, "Oh my god!" I said, "Rick White, stop playing with me." I said, "Stop fucking playing with me." I said, "You did not shoot out no $50 towards my fucking cash app." I said, "No." I said, "Don't do that." I said, "Cause my cash app is SHYN number three." And he was like, "So I sent it to the wrong person." He said, "I sent it to the wrong person." I said, "Man, this shit." I said, "Hey, that money type shit, it's like, don't try to fucking blame on something that on me where I know I was incorrect." Like I said, everybody is not perfect. But right, Mr. White, um guys will be guys, and women will jump on something from their um way of looking at it. From, like I said, I'm Filipino, and I changed my life to look at certain people how they are their kind, and that's being black, to try to go back to their country. So who I'm mentioning is JT. So JT was doing that at a point, if I'm not correct, and so I happened to follow, and that was it. I saw the goodness because he was helping the babies and the mamas. You know what I'm saying? Babies and the mamas. So if you see that and you never really seen anything, I mean, there's celebrities that give donations and stuff like that. But I'm coming from a person that is in the same bay. Okay, San Francisco's that way. I'm in the East Bay. Okay. Um, so for me to look at somebody that's within, the West Side, California, just like how Pew started following him from a perspective and will, say, "Hey, he a Bay Area legend and all this shit." So I'm not the only one. I look at it like, I just look at it like it was a goal. And when you do have goals, you make plans, and plans will not always go the same. But I know he's a hustler. That's just how it goes. And from me kind of looking at a man's point of view, how a man was doing that, I wasn't all up in his ass trying to be like, "Oh, I'm jocking him and all that shit." I just looked at it like, hey, this person was doing that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But for this live, I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. Another easy saying, show this is one. Okay. I bet you won't. Yeah, and this is the thing too, okay? I'm gonna mention this about like how, like I said, I'm gonna come back to ATM situation. Okay. ATM is a type of person that's a baby that don't want to lose subscribers. Okay. He fell off to me knowing that I was being good to him through YouTube to help him out and try to get his money, or to even know um, that he knew in his sense that might not come. We was just looking at all through the internet if JT was going to pull that. So from ATM, how do you say, not including me as a YouTube subscriber anymore because I cut myself off from him. That just shows to me that it's like he would pick off somebody. Oh, and I wanted to come back to that too. Okay, I just reminded myself. So ATM was picking somebody, and it has nothing to do with Terrence being a doctor, and that's the reason why he was trying to network with Terrence. Okay, so he picked somebody that was going in the long run because he thought that, oh, my fucking jobs ain't just, you know what I'm saying? They ain't cutting it to a point where it's like I got the contract, but it's always a fucking like a not good contract. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's sometimes when you gotta pick a person over something, and that type of shit, I don't like that shit. You know, when I helped him through off of and a lot of people don't know this, like I helped ATM through off camera. You know, we was going through the YouTube little, let's just call school of YouTube. Okay. Um, how he's like, well, what do these people do to you? Like, you know, shit like that. It was never anything where, because I knew he had a girl and he had a baby. Obviously, he had a baby. I saw that. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't like how he got played over that money. So for me to kind of give him some, you know, being opinionated, I wanted to kind of just be there for that. I didn't want to do extra shit. But his ass over there saying, oh, well, once I make this money and I get a good job, like, I want to go to Frisco. I want to go to Africa. And it's something we should do. And if I go to Frisco, I need you to, like, I need a place to stay and all this shit. Like, man, like, you a grown ass man, you know? So for him to pick Terrence over me, I really did feel like Terrence was gay. Okay. And, you know, ATM, Tim, sometimes our men's something, whatever, will look at that type of person and do a lot of commenting to try to act like you just really cool with them. Or maybe it's just like, it's just something where he felt like, hey, we need to stick together. But I didn't look at it like that because I'm not slow. I'm not slow. I'm just saying. I'm just fucking saying. You know what I'm saying? As much as like people don't want to be like, you know, overly too like aggressive with people, especially the person of ATM who I don't know about. I'm not gonna be there and be like, hey ATM, why did you like not pick me over Terrence? Like, nah, fuck no. I ain't gonna be like that type of person. Hell motherfucking no. It's what you do is what you do, but you gotta fucking figure out what the fuck he was doing with you in that fucking channel. Because if you go back to that last, you recognize, you know what I'm saying? It ain't too much like, um, you know, like flirtatious type, you know, whatever. But I could just see it. It's just like when you see through somebody. It's just like when you see through somebody, and that's all I'm just gonna say. I look bummy as fuck. I really don't care. Um, say hi to my little friend. My little friend, you know, on that. I'm gonna put my shit inside now. So another saying, I bet you. And yes, so ATM, he cares about his subscribers. For me, this JT shit, it was like a section of, I don't want to say a separation. I'm not trying to separate myself from JT. It's more like it will naturally come off. You know what I'm saying? It'll naturally come off. It's like if it happens, it happens. My thing with me was just trying to be so cool with somebody to try to motivate them to think that it's a possibility where they can get their money back. And that's just what that was. And it was very surprising when he got his money back from JT being a good person in his heart, because you can't always look at somebody that's just a cold-hearted person. You can't always look at just because he did something. It's kind of like, even if you can't see right through him, you know, um, you just can't think that he's not going to give something back. So I gave my time on that. So for me to lose ATM as a subscriber, like, that's that JT shit. I got my nails and my food and my blog. Like, if I do my purse haul, my makeup, doing, your makeup in the morning, that right there is views for women to, know that there's still a possible, way where you can always, because women, they have self-love, and they don't want to fuck with, guys, because, like I said, it's called self-love. They don't want to have boyfriends. They just kind of just, you know what I'm saying? Just want to just be on the side or whatever. Like, I don't do that shit. I don't choose to. I don't. I know that there is that word self-love, but I feel like at a certain time in our lives, and I know some of y'all are not really heavily like committed to women, but the ones that do have like like the wives that's kind of like telling them, hey, you can't be on YouTube and all this shit or whatever, or they just rocking with each other because they feel like that's the thing to do because they got each other and they love each other. And that's something that I want. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I feel like what's going on. Even if it's not going to be on here, I still, and don't think that like, oh, okay, well, Shiner, she's open, she's going to be like on herself and shit like that. I'm just looking at it to a point where everything is not going to be, because I had to be strong. Um, I had to be strong for a long time, you know. Um, Everybody don't have their parents. Everybody don't see certain things where they're like saying, well, how come I can't have 1,000 subscribers? You know, how come I can't have 500 subscribers? It's it's what you work on. You got to put you got to put it up here, and you have to, like, you just got to go get it, and I know all y'all know that, but there's a certain type, and sometimes we fall off. And, our memory sometimes is like, okay, well, it was good that I kind of mentioned that, but it wasn't all the way how I expected to think that it was kind of misinterpreted or mistaken and things like that. Hey, if sometimes we can just go back in time and be loyal to each other and know that, hey, let me go back to that video and see what really kind of that expression of how they felt, of coming back to how they talked about in that statement of how they, is talking about. Sometimes we just got to recognize those things. And sometimes it's a little thing that really comes to being loyal to somebody. So for everybody in here, I have respect for everybody. Don't, don't think that I don't like, like, oh, I don't like you, Ivy. I don't like you, let's just say, Dread, Pew, Brad, things like that. No, 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 no. Okay. My state of mind is knowing that I'm here, and a lot of people, when they say that they got to remember that. Sometimes they don't say it in out loud, but sometimes we have to say that at a certain point. We have to just let ourselves know that I know I got this far, and for me being from the Bay, there's a whole lot of shit, a whole lot of shit. Like, I don't know, but everybody that catched up on this live, ain't no beef that I got no beef with. Um, but if y'all is just sectioning to a point where y'all fall into a stance, and the fall, like, I want to come back to a fall. We shouldn't be looking at a downfall. That's a big word for me. Downfall is a word I do not like. I don't like to wish upon anybody doing a downfall. And I know I said that on one of my lives before, all way back in my first lives. A downfall is something that's very heavy, and it's a very big statement that it brings upon somebody that's living their life, and to to know that their plans are sometimes not always going to it's always going to be that plan, because anything could happen, anything. So just know that where you stand sometimes outside, anywhere, it could be your last time. It could be your last breath. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But everybody that catch up to here, I'm kind of late doing my laundry because I'm not going to do all that, like trying to get changed and all that shit. I was just at the liquor store telling them, hold on to my chocolate because I don't want it to melt my my damn car. I be telling them all the time. I be like, can I get change? Okay, I'm gonna buy this little piece of Hershey's. Um, I love white chocolate. White chocolate's my favorite kind of chocolate. And I told them to hold my chocolate. She was like holding my. She was like, when you tell the store to go hold your shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But what shit? Oh, Ivy. If okay, if you was beefing like that, I see what you're saying because you got that. Um, you rocking that. You know where you from. Everybody's rocking their own shit. You feel me? But I'm just gonna say this one. Y'all see that I can get hypey. Y'all see that I got a mouthpiece and I could talk and say my shit and all that. But for me, just what I'm saying, I can always have another and a smiley face and just always just kind of just laughing over something that I feel that gave me a good sense, that kind of just struck me into me being that. Men will be so harsh to a point where they don't give a fuck about anything. So that's y'all. So y'all's gonna keep y'all doing whatever. But just know that it's characters. People got characters, and people just need to know that there are snakes. So everybody's not gonna be what they are. So just know you just gotta catch up to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm just gonna say. I gotta go do my laundry, my little baskets, shit like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna come off of here and go inside. I can't even hear through my ears. But, I don't give a fuck if I'm doing my laundry outside. Like I used to have luxury apartments. You know what I'm saying? I don't think like I was, oh, why she all over here and she ain't got no da 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 da. Y'all know that I didn't have no, baby daddy. Like I'm fucking with somebody. So, but about to do my laundry. So y'all catch. And the next time I do a live, it's not gonna be like this because, like I said, my title, I've been like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been sucker free type shit. Y'all don't know that with that, that whole entire like off off of that type, top kind of definition of how I kind of put it. I don't need to talk too much. That's just how shit goes. That's how shit goes for sometimes with some people. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta do my thing. So I'm gonna end and my lives next time. And you know what? I was kind of like looking at that too. Like I'm not gonna come about it. Y'all can talk about it. The race of a live. I'm not gonna talk about it over here. Um, I guess everybody learns from each other and from the past and things like that. So let's just leave it like that. But the next live that I will be doing, it's not going to be like this. And don't look at me like I was a prostitute. Fuck me. Y'all got me fucked up. Pimps don't have, I mean, pimps do have babies with a bitch if it was mistakenly. No, I was wife material. Okay. Um, I was in a household with his mother. A boss never fucking will ever put a person human close to their loved one, and that's a mother. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't section that in knowing where their doorstep is. You know what I'm saying? That door handle, everything that comes in within being a boss. It's like you can't just walk outside. You can't just You can't just walk outside and be like, okay, babe, I'm about to go walk outside. No, there's certain things to that. That timing too. You can't just say, okay, well, I got an appointment at 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna leave at 12:30. When I walk out that door, that person who I'm fucking with is gonna know how to open that door. Do you know what I'm saying? I fuck with a real boss. And I'm not trying to put down anybody over here. I'm just saying how shit goes, you know? So that education or that lifestyle that I had lived is within me, in my blood. But that's the past. My son is 16 years old. You know, he a junior pimp. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he doesn't want to be around women like, because pimps don't give a fuck. But anyways, yeah. So my next live, it's gonna be something where I probably just pop up on something. You know, maybe it might be about shoes. It might be about purses. Maybe it might be doing some of my makeup or like cooking and all that shit. But yeah. So y'all be cool and y'all just what I'm saying. Y'all just be y'all. So I'm gonna end it. Peace and yeah.